Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, action. Welcome to Fever Originals 2.0 India ka pehla original music countdown. So today I've got someone very special with me and I'll tell you why. Okay, I don't say this to everybody because he looks at me with those nazar saying, ah, sabko bolta rahega ye same dialogue. But no, I'll tell you why. Because Fever Originals started off with you as the first artist, bro. Arjun Karungo with me in the studio. Make some noise, guys! Arjun, and we've got another pop star with us in the studio for the very first time on Fever Originals. Shirley Setia, ladies and gentlemen, give it up! Guys, thank you for joining me. This is amazing because I feel life, वो पूरा circle जो है ना, वो complete हो गया. We're meeting after 2 years.
More, bro. I think much more. We met last, I think, during 2019, maybe?
Yeah.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
But actually, you're right. 2 years.
2
Those 2 years in the middle don't count.
Yeah,
है
actually.
ना pandemic के 2
COVID,
साल
हाँ.
now. It doesn't count.
COVID years को
Minus
cut
कर
कर दो,
Cut.
हाँ.
I'm going to ask you the most original question ever. How are you?
I was waiting for something else. I was like, what's he gonna ask?
Sir, किसी ने पूछा नहीं आपसे तो
Good.
पूछना बनता है.
I was cold, but now I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ये आपको नहीं लगता हमारे studios are extra chilly over here?
Yeah. It was very. अभी काफी अच्छा climate है.
The वातावरण is
वातावरण is set now.
Okay, how do you feel, man?
Amazing, bro. It's so I'm feeling so actually emotional to be back here. It's been so long.
Yeah, no?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the first interview, I think we did it in that studio, the other studio, our neighboring studio, and this one's here today.
But like you said, like I like the way life has come full circle. Everybody's doing well in their life, and you know it's amazing to see like old friends like you again after many years.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about your latest track. You'll have collaborated. Something very cool. 2 universes coming together, and then the product is out of the world.
Right.
But first up, okay, for you, original music, you've always been like on the helm of things. Like you were somebody who dived into that space. Surely for you also, what is original music for you if you had to describe it in a sentence?
It's freedom, man. That's it.
Correct.
It's one word. It's freedom to do whatever you want.
Freedom
however
of
you want
expression.
I think
Just
that's
be yourself.
it's like must be for most artists like just to kind of express
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah, that's how you express, right? And especially for us through music.
Bro, your collaboration coming together. I saw that post that you put up. I think you had put up that post.
Well, both of us
both
did,
had
yeah.
collaborated on that
Yeah.
post. This is picture of y'all, 2011.
Yeah.
आप इनके concert में कुछ गए?
मेरे concert में नहीं गए.
You all went together. So
even
clear-
Shirley said that the other day. It wasn't my concert.
Okay,
It
so
was
I
Asha
didn't
ji's
know you
concert.
were on stage.
Yeah. No, it
and
was
you
Asha
sang
ji's concert.
songs.
Yeah, it was Asha ji's concert, and I was the guitar player in that band at one time in my life.
Wow.
And I used to also sing with her on stage.
Right.
Little bit.
Huh.
There
You
were
did,
others.
yeah.
A little bit. So, I mean, it was a very big thing for me at the time. Huge, right? Because it was my first big break to perform in front of so many people. And first of all, with Asha ji. I mean, that itself was legendary. And I think that for me, that was like one of the moments in my life which defined me as a musician, where I got to see that.
Right.
And I performed in Auckland, where Shirley is from.
And that's where your journey also started, right? New Zealand में आपकी शुरुआत हुई थी. So from there to here, I think life is completing in circles only over here.
Yeah.
Wow, dude!
Yeah.
Incredible. Like,
Incredible, my God.
I was shocked actually when she sent me that picture. I was like, my God, this has been from like
Yeah.
2017 we spoke again. We
Yeah.
discussed this yesterday.
Wow.
And we were like 6 years later, she get that photo and she showed it to me. I was like, dude, we have to post this
So
somewhere.
I suddenly remembered that I've met you.
Bro, these are like this is what I said. No, for Fever Originals also, मैं सबको यही कहता रहता हूँ कि on the show there is the song, there is artists coming together, but there's a lot that happens before you create that particular track. There's a lot of back and forth that happens with two artists coming together. एक artist जब गाना बनाता है, जैसा आपने कहा कि एक mindset होता है, आपका एक vision होता है, एक dream होता है. But for two of you all come together, there's a lot of chemistry in terms of being on the same page. And that matters so much because then that is when the final product will be out. So tell me about that process, man. After you guys have met after so long and you all decided to collaborate, how was it? Shirley, what was it for you? कैसा था आपके लिए?
Basically,
Because audience was saying सच बता मुझे. So
yeah, actually, it's very important to be honest.
हाँ जी.
Not just with yourself, but also the people you're working with. Because तभी उन्हें भी समझ आएगा कि what is the kind of zone that you see yourself in, and what's the kind of zone that you see you guys, collaborating in as well. So yeah, we had like lots of discussions over the phone and over messages, and then that's when he
Yeah,
sent across
it's
this song.
like I think that one of the things that I really appreciate about you is that that I think she's very able to like convey what she wants to do in a way that it's not. It doesn't sound like bossy
or overbearing.
Yeah, like like I know a lot of artists who I've collaborated with everybody, right? But very few, like a small percentage, is able to convey that in a way that is like, no, bro, ye mera gana hai. Like you know what I mean? Like it becomes immediately like if you're collaborating with me, matlab it's my way or the highway. It's like a true collaboration sense. I think which Shirley has that knack to do. Like, hey, meko ye acha lag raha hai, ye acha lag raha hai.
But what do you think?
Yeah, but what do you think? Like, it's not like a, hey, yehi karna hai.
Yeah.
And it's like always a back and forth. That's how I also work. So I think in that sense, we work.
Yeah, you are also actually like that. Like
Yeah.
all the little bits, like during the mixes, when we're listening to the mixes, there's this thing. So I always go, meri Creta hai. I drive a Creta. And I always listen to the mixes in my car. I don't know, it's a thing. मतलब पहले से ही आदत लगी हुई है. तो अब अगर मैं हेडफोन्स पर भी सुनती हूँ ना, फोन पर भी अगर सुनूंगी नहीं, मुझे फिर भी गाड़ी में जाके एक बार सुनना है. Because I listen to all songs while driving. I listen to radio. So वो गाड़ी में ही play होता है. So गाड़ी में कैसे play होगा? I want to listen. तो मैंने गाड़ी में से सुनकर इसको 2-3 बार
So she's saying, listen in my car. I was like, listen, your car is not the only place.
Like a litmus test in my car.
अगर मेरी गाड़ी में अच्छा लगता है तो सब जगह अच्छा लगता है.
नहीं, so I think whenever I used to send these suggestions, he would also be very open about responding back to them. So it was nice. I think you have to kind of meet
halfway.
Yeah.
And it's not actually halfway. I feel like that's a misconstruction of what happens. I think it's about finding what's best for the song.
Nice.
Right?
Now, on that very amazing note, इतने सारे सच उगलवा दिए यहाँ पे आप लोगों से. What we're going to do is we need 2 lines of your song. We're going to drop the song then immediately on the show. So we need 2 lines for both.
आखिरी ये प्यार हो ना हो पर भरोसा मुझे करना है आज तुम पर बस इस रात के लिए सिर्फ सच दिखा मुझे पाया वो हिस्सा तुमने सबसे बुला रहा मुझे है वो ही कब से जो भी ज़माना कल कहे आज बस सच बता मुझे. Yeah.
We're going to do a few questions with you guys because the audience wants to know. Sach bata mujhe, this is what they're saying. Okay, quickly I'm going to ask you one of these things.
Okay, first Shirley.
Okay, Shirley, first heartbreak.
First heartbreak. Like 8 years.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Nice. Not the heartbreak, but you remember.
Yeah, it took me मतलब count करना पड़ा but हाँ कभी सोचा नहीं है.
Same question for me. So it was Shivani from Junior KG.
Oh!
I really thought she was damn cute, and she wouldn't talk to me also because we were kids. So
this is gold, bro. This is gold.
Ultimate heartbreak.
All right, first salary.
First salary.
And how much?
It was 15,000 rupees for 3 months of work at a company called Prism Infocom, where I used to edit images for Adobe Photoshop. It was not even Adobe at that; it was just Photoshop.
Wow!
It's just like it was wild.
Wow. That's amazing.
You've done that also.
That's how I was into computers when I was a kid.
Nice. For you, first salary?
My first salary. So my I used to work at this food chain called Wendy's.
Huh?
तो minimum wage मतलब न्यूजीलैंड में वही मिलता है minimum wage must have been $12 or something.
Wow. First big break.
I would say Asha ji.
Wow.
Yeah, the touring with her I felt was my big break because before that I was just doing rock shows. Actually, we were performing in front of like maybe in my own shows I was performing in front of 50 people, 100 people, you know. Then Asha ji's first concert was at IIT Bombay, which is where she tried me out on stage on first time. Like, you know, how does he play? How does he sing? And I was like shaking, man. There were 10,000 people. I was like, bro, मैं तो फट गई इधर. And I was like, literally मैं काँप रहा था stage पे और मेरा guitar का हाथ, right hand was not working only. I played so badly that day, but I think Shomuda covered for me, so it's fine. Nobody noticed.
Nice. Yours?
My collaboration with Atif Aslam and DJ Chetas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing moment. मेरे साथ तो हर रोज होते रहते हैं. All the time. कहीं पर गिर जाती हूँ, कहीं कुछ भूल जाती हूँ. जैसे इसने कल मुझे एक्चुअली रात को रिमाइंड कराया था कि प्लीज जैकेट लेकर आना.
No, because I remember even in Japan she was feeling very cold.
Yeah.
So I was like, we're going to go to these studios and I know how you all blast the ACs here. So I was just like,
चलते चलते कुछ होगा नहीं रास्ते में, मैं ऐसे ही गिर जाऊंगी. बस मेरे साथ यही होता रहता है. So catch me falling and tripping.
Now they're falling in love with your song.
Glenn was falling in love with your song.
Passion. Life में passion होना चाहिए. Passion. लेकिन for you, most
embarrassing moment. So I had gone to America for the first time when I was maybe 8. The second time I was 12 with my mom's friend and my mom, and I got into a cab. This is in Washington DC. I remember it very carefully because it was the first time I had ever been embarrassed like that. So we had got out of the hotel,
right,
and we were just getting into the cab, and I got into someone else's cab, and I didn't realize.
Wait, you saw your mom was not there?
My mom was behind me, but I got into the cab and the cab left, and I didn't realize.
How old were you then?
I was 12.
Oh God!
Yeah, I was a kid, and a cab left, and there was. I sat in the front seat. So the person in the back didn't see me.
Right.
You know, because so with my mom and her friend and me in the front.
So you assumed.
So I assumed that they'll be the back.
Yeah.
Right. So they must have gone to their cab. I got into another cab. It was,
shit.
And half a kilometer later, the person at the back is like, "Who's this guy?" And I'm like, "Who are you, bro?" And honestly, I was a kid, so I didn't know any better. But I felt, because they had to drop me back, and my mom was looking for me, and she freaked out, and I made her feel like, oh my God, I got lost in Washington DC. I think that was probably the most embarrassing thing for me, because I felt really stupid to have done that.
So yeah, that's how it is. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you
very much. And this is an amazing chat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Fever Originals 2.0 say, I'm signing off. Take care of yourself, take care of your health. Most importantly, take care of your family. And don't ever, ever, ever forget to stay original. Ciao.